All right, y'all, what's up? Shout out to Juan Ayala from the One on One podcast, and because he just reminded me that maybe I never told him about this amazing strategy they use to hide information on the internet and other places called paralleling. So, paralleling is when they know they can't really hide the truth because the truth is too powerful, so they create an almost identical story and they run it alongside the truth, and they get their actors and their people to participate in promoting this secondary story that's almost exactly the same as the truth, but it's not quite the truth. I learned about this from a lady who's been long gone off the internet from way back in the middle 2000s. Her name was Linda Kennedy. Christian attorney Linda Kennedy. If you go on the archive or some of the non-Google search engines, you might be able to find some information. But she came out with information about this other character named Peter Kawaja, which, I don't know, you'll have to comment if you want me to make a different video about Kawaja. I'm not going to go into that right now. But because she was exposing lots of information back in the day, she found this strategy of paralleling. And the Kawaja is a good example because he had discovered chemical weapons being manufactured in Boca Raton, Florida. But then this lady came in and tried to become his wife and his lover and manage all of his stuff. And then she came out and changed his story into biological weapons that were all involved in something kind of like what we just saw in 2020, where they would think, man, how do I say this? They would think, like there's a dormant secret DNA thing going on, and eventually everybody's going to get sick, and then the government would come out with the antidote, and people would die if they didn't take the antidote, and all this kind of stuff. It's crazy. But the idea is they know they can't destroy the truth. They can't truly hide the truth, so they make a believable, more dramatic story, a parallel story, almost identical, and then they remove the important elements, or they outright lie about them. So they'll omit things in the new story. So there's a truth that they want hidden and they know they can't hide it. So they create a brand new story. So in Kawaja's situation, what he had done was run security for this company that was making natural cherry flavoring, but a byproduct of the cherry flavoring is Prussian blue hydrogen cyanide. And so that's a real serious big deal for them to be manufacturing hydrogen cyanide in Boca Raton. So Joyce Riley came in, and Joyce Riley was famous. She had a show called The Power Hour, and she changed it to biological weapons and made this whole kind of Hollywood drama story about it, where it wasn't about hydrogen cyanide being manufactured and sold. It was about this scary woo-woo story of, everybody's going to secretly be carrying the illness and get sick, and then later the government's going to have to hold out on the antidote or whatever. So, similar but not the same. I don't know if that's a good example of paralleling or not, but I'm trying out here, people. Hit the like.